Remi Capital collapses. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.Heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee because, well, a large investment company, Remi Capital, has collapsed, guys, and this is going to have, well, flow-on effects through a lot of the construction industry, and a lot of investors are going to get stung with this. And apparently, they've gone under owing $70 million. So we'll have a look at a few things. So this is the notice from ASIC. You can get their published notices. So, when was this released? Just a couple of days ago. Remi Capital. So it's an application on the winding up. So they're winding up the company. It's commenced by the plaintiff, David John Morrison, on the 3rd of this month, 2022. And will be heard as set below. So we can see here the hearing details are happening here in Brisbane at George Street on the 31st of this month. And you've got where the place. So if you're a person that's interested in attending the hearing, check it out here. You need to must file a notice in accordance with the rules. So I don't think everyone can just turn up to this. How are the headlines handling it? Australian company collapses owing $70 million. Property investment firm collapses owing $70 million. More than 400 investors have been caught up. Courier Mail. They're capturing it in their ASX 200 live update. $70 million collapse. Remi Network. Nope, that's something else. Something else. So it is certainly trending in, well, the top Australian news. And I thought we'd have a look at their website, but I just can't load it up right now. It's not loading up. I'm trying. Here we go. This is their current website. I can't get it. So this is from the Wayback Machine, captured in the 27th of April this year. So high yield returns, private capital investment. Your access to responsible and ethically managed investments via our investment management platform. I mean, there are going to be some people here that have invested in this, and they'll have invested their entire life savings. Tough times are coming, guys. Tough times are coming. Let's have a look. Let's see what we are, who we are. Remi Capital is an independent Australian boutique investment company with offices in Melbourne and Brisbane. We provide our clients with investment opportunities in the following area. So they've got boutique property development. Ooh, boy. And income products. So this is where they might be getting into a bit of trouble. It's focusing on the development of boutique commercial and residential medium density developments. It'll all come out the wash what's happening. Let's see if we can read about. Does that work with this thing? We'll have to wait. Nope, that URL doesn't work. We'll have a look here, current offers. I mean, there you go. Here's some of the properties. None of the images are here. We're going to be able to see their portfolio. Nope, it's not able to. Individuals, self-managed funds, wholesalers who can invest here. I mean, this is their corporate website, everyone. So what was this? Rock Bank project, okay. So, property developer, everyone. This ain't looking good. We'll see if their website's still working. No. So let's jump here now and look at, well, this article from news.com written by Sarah Sharples about it. So, Australian investment company Remi Capital collapses owing $70 million. Hundreds of people have been impacted alongside property projects as administrators urgently investigate where the money has gone. Oh boy, I'm not familiar with any of their projects that they have. Let us know in the chat if you're working on a job from these guys, because it'll trickle through from the developer to the builder to the subby. An Australian company with offices in Melbourne and Brisbane has collapsed, impacting hundreds of people and property projects, as it revealed it owed an estimated $70 million. Now, is this coming from the whole mess of trading while insolvent, everyone? And I'm going to bring this here to remind all of you this problem we have here. In order to juice the market, one of the things they did was allow people to, they did a few things. They kept zombie companies alive, everyone. And one of them was trading while insolvent. And I know these provisions are gone now. They're gone. You can't do this anymore. But you could. And it can set up a snowball effect that can just take time to trickle through. We'll be looking at other articles now where the ATO is going to start chasing small and medium businesses for the taxes that they owe. So the ability for them to trade while insolvent, some of that was money that they should be paying to the tax office. Instead, they kept the business going. It's going to come back and bite them. So I don't know if that's happened here at all, but this is just something to keep aware. This is what, well, it all gets messy when the government steps up and gets involved, everyone. Kind of magnifies the issues. So the collapse has seen 450 investors impacted as the investment company, which is called Remi Capital, was placed into voluntary administration on Wednesday. We had a look here. Remi Capital, this is on the 3rd of the 5th. Application for winding up. So what's happened? Is this different? I'm assuming this is the same. Remi Capital Proprietary Limited. Remi Capital. Maybe they're different. We'll have to see. Mark Postage, who has been managing partner at Remi Capital for close to 4 years, acknowledged that there's been a lack of communication from the company in recent weeks. Remi had been advised by external legal counsel not to communicate over recent weeks until the modelling was complete that allowed this difficult decision to be made. He wrote in an email address to investors, shareholders, and ex-staff members. Remi apologises for any lack of communication in recent weeks. We ask you rely on any reports to creditors and not rely on any speculation you may hear. So, Remi Capital, I'm going to look this up. ASIC Business Search, because are these the same? They'd have to be, wouldn't they? They'd have to be. We'll jump over here. You can come along for the ride, guys, if you haven't done one of these. We can search companies. Yep. What? Yep. ASIC Connect. It's been a while since I've done this. Search within. What do I want? Organization or business name? Yeah, we'll do that. Remi Capital. Now, normally you can search for any business here, particularly if you're buying a property off a developer. Okay, so here we have the businesses. And what do we have? We've got Remi Capital Proprietary Limited, Remi Capital Queensland, Remi Capital, and Remi Capital is the business name. So what's going on here? External administration. Okay, so I'm assuming they're all the same. They're all the same. So guys, make sure you're familiar with this, searching it. See how you've got these costs here, these charges of who owns what, This, I would say, should be free. So say you're buying a property off a developer, you want to know who owns what and get the paper trail, you should have access to that. They should make this freely available, although it is pretty much essentially free. I guess they want to stop people spamming it and bots doing it. But anyway, the public need to have access to this information. They need to, at the very least, need to learn how to search this stuff. So there you go. There's the former names. Okay, so this is the one. So it's definitely in external administration. So the independent investment company has promised access to responsible and ethically managed investments and included a range of boutique property developments, its website showed. Its property portfolio spanned a range of areas in Melbourne, including projects in the suburbs of Turnett, Rockbank, Sunshine, Pakenham, Lebanon and Sunbury. Remi Capital was also spruiking income products backed against the company and their assets, paying quarterly interest payments to investors, the company said on its website. So were they borrowing money from investors and using that to fund the development? Maybe, I've got no idea. Let me know in the comments if you know. Here's the thing, guys. Would you invest... Well, I guess this is an opportunity to invest in a project like this. I've had friends who've gone in with developers right at the early stages and hoping to make good money right before times got tough. So it's a bit of a lottery. It claimed to have significant reach across Australia with penetration into the overseas markets, including the APAC region and South Africa, it added. Yeah, okay, cool. Chris Baskerville from specialist insolvency and business recovery firm Jurassic Sutherland has been appointed as administrator. So are we looking at this is just the application. Okay, wait a minute. Sorry. This is the application to wind them up. Okay, this is the application to wind them up. And now they're getting wound up. He said it was too early to tell what had happened, with his firm currently undertaking urgent investigations to map out where these $70 million had gone. We are undertaking an urgent financial assessment and working closely with the directors to try to find a solution and provide the best outcome for investors and creditors. One of these solutions is likely to be a deed of company arrangement proposed by the directors. The deed of company arrangement attempts to maximize the chances of the company to continue to operate and aims to provide a better return for creditors than an immediate winding up of the business, according to the Australian Securities and Investment Commission. Mr. Postage, who has led the company, which was formerly known as C2 Capital, said he had sympathies with affected parties and that voluntary administration was decided as the best outcome for creditors. This process will allow a deed of company arrangement to be proposed by the board by the second meeting of creditors, he said. Based on current modelling, a deed of company arrangement will result in a better return to all creditors rather than the alternative course of liquidation, where the outcome does not look so positive. Remi is committed to continue working with the administrators and creditors and for favourable consideration when the detailed DOCA proposal is submitted. The administrators have been contacted by a number of Remi Capital investors already, with a creditor meeting scheduled for June 6th. So let's have a look at this. Has been placed in voluntary administration on the 25th of May. Yep, desired. Okay, nothing new here. It comes as big companies at big end of town, yes, including those listed on the ASIC, are at risk of collapsing as interest rates rise and financial support for COVID is wound up, insolvency experts have warned. Financially distressed businesses, which have been propped up by a pause on debt collection during the pandemic, as well as the injection of economic support from the government, often known as zombie companies, would also be a growing phenomenon, they added. I don't envy the Labour government right now. I think ScoMo may be really happy he lost. Because these next couple of years are going to get messy, guys. The construction industry in particular has been badly hit by collapses this year. Two major Australian construction companies, including Gold Coast-based Condev and industry giant ProBuild, have already gone into liquidation this year. Smaller operators like Hontondo Homes in Hobart, Home Innovation in Perth, and New Sensation Homes, as well as Sydney-based firm Next, have also collapsed, leaving homeowners out of pocket. An industry insider told news.com.au earlier this year that half of Australia's building companies were on the brink of collapse as they trade insolvent, and it could see thousands of people's homes impacted in the coming months. I was talking to a client today, following up an invoice that had just got lost in the process. And, they're saying, we pay every week. And I thought that's funny because I'm used to construction, end of month plus 90 days. It's insane numbers sometimes. Oh, boy. And, who's heard of paid when paid, guys? Share that chestnut with your friends who aren't in the construction game. And that's illegal. It happens. Operators in other industries have also fallen over. Send, a company that promised to deliver groceries in under 15 minutes, collapsed earlier this month, putting jobs of 300 staff in Sydney and Melbourne at risk. Concerned Remi Capital should contact the administrator on Remi Capital at the email below. So, there we go, everyone. Remi Capital are going under. Let's have a talk about this one. Hopefully, they can make an arrangement to bring the company back from the brink so the investors aren't stung and no projects fall over. Hopefully, they can make it happen. But this seems to be a much more common story, everyone. We're hearing it over and over again. I've got another video I want to talk about, just about interest rates going up. Again, it's going to be interesting times. The best advice I could give anyone is just to prepare for tough times. If you're working, make sure you don't overextend yourself and you keep a tight leash on your expenses. And don't spend money before you have it, which can happen sometimes when you're working. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. If you're a fan and enjoy the content I create here, there are a few ways you can help out. You can financially support us via joining us on YouTube or Patreon. Sign up for our referral links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or AussieBroadband, or contact us if you need any architectural help. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. And I don't think this is going to be the last one of these stories we'll be covering anytime soon. Oh, boy. Hope you've had a good day at least.